Hi everyone, I am Dhruti Shah. And what happens when life breaks you even before you've had a chance to begin? In this deeply moving episode, we sit here with Kelvin, the mountain guide, who has walked through some very dark valleys of life, from losing parents at a young age to living on the streets to facing the unbearable weight of hopelessness and thoughts of suicide. But his story didn't end there. Instead of giving up, he found a way, one step at a time. In this conversation, you'll take away how trauma and grief can be transformed into strength, why survival is just the beginning and growth takes courage, how creating meaningful experiences can be a path to personal purpose. A reminder that no matter how lost you feel, it's never too late to rewrite your story. This episode is for anyone who ever struggled, felt alone, and wondered if they could begin again. Take a deep breath and join us on this powerful journey. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and hosting me into your beautiful home.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, I'll just dive right in.
Okay.
Take us back to your childhood. And what was it like?
So before I start, I'll first begin that with a statement. So before a seed grows up or fully matures, it first has to disappear in the soil. And immediately it disappears in the soil, it has to find its journey towards the light. And most of the times, our early stories in life are in the darkest periods. And this happens before we forge them or they forge into a blooming purpose. So basically, I grew up at a place called Njoro so I grew up without knowing my biological mom. I don't know how she looks. I don't know how she is. I don't know who she is. I grew up with my father. So my father was with me all the time up to some point where she decided that it was too lonely for him. And she brought in a woman to live with her. So the woman had two kids, my step brother and my step sister. And they sired one sister. So at least I have two step sisters and one step brother. Life was simple then. You see those barefooted days, the dust, the sun, the laughter. But there was an ache, a little ache that was growing beneath. And this was because reality was really changing very fast. What I used to think was home really changed. It changed very fast. So the people that used to care for me, of the people who were entrusted with the responsibility of taking care of me, especially my stepmom, most of them took that chance for, how will I say, is it me who I took that chance for granted or them? But it was not easy. So my father most of the times used to go out for work places. So he will take 3, 4, 5 days away. And anytime he left our home, that was the most devastating time that I had, because most of the times I would go without food. Sometimes I would go even without shelter, because my stepmom would just tell me to go out until he comes back. And this was because I used to complain a lot to my dad or how my stepmother was treating me. But sometimes you feel like all these complaints are landing into deaf ears. So they used to fight a lot when I'm saying this, until at some point it was me against the others. So I remember there was this one moment that I was calling my dad, and the woman stopped me from calling my dad. She said that I should call him Baba Yetu. I don't know how I'm supposed to translate that in like our father.
Yes.
He's not only your father, but he's our father.
Yeah.
So I mean, this thing. So life changed completely after my father's demise.
How old were you at this time? Sorry.
I was about 10, 12 years of age.
That's a very tender age.
Yes, 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 yes. And there's one thing that really, so when a person, when a young person loses parents at that tender age, it's not only grief that they go through, but it's there's also some form of disorientation, because remember, uh, this is a very early stage in life where you need a lot of stability, and if stability is not found, then it's a really hard time. It's a really difficult time for any young person. Yeah. So
And then, did you stay with your stepmom or what?
okay, so I stayed with them for quite some time, but immediately after my father's demise, something happened. So when we were burying my father, I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know who, but some people, armed men, came, three of them, and they wanted to kidnap me. And I was taken in by my parents, by my aunties and uncles, back to where we used to live. My clothes were placed in in a paper bag, and I was very confused. And I was asked where to go. Do you want to go to Nairobi or do you want to go to Eldoret? So I didn't know why.
Okay.
I just chose Nairobi, not because I knew the place, not because of the person that I would live with, but out of confusion.
Okay.
So that's how I detached from my background and from where I used to live. Up to then, I've never gone back.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes, yes. Up to
And
now. Yeah.
yeah, it can bring up a lot of memories and also what that place means for you now that your dad is not there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't feel as if I belong there, because I remember the first time that I tried to go back, I was not really welcomed, and this was shown in every manner of ways. The way they were talking to me, the place where I would sleep. So it will speak a lot
Yeah.
than even the words themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, now you've come to Nairobi, you finished your studies. How, like,
Not really. I
okay.
was in, now it's called grade 6. It was
Okay.
class 6. I was in class 6. So when I came to Nairobi, I came to live with a person. Then I would refer to her as my auntie, but later on I realized that she was a cousin to my dad.
Okay.
So she took me in. She had two sons and one daughter. Their daughter was the eldest. She was also a widow. Her husband was working in the military, and unfortunately, she lost him in those battles. Yeah. So she was not. I would say she was well off. She was not. She was in between. She was a middle class, because I was taken on a very good private school where his youngest son was attending. So at first, this was a home. It was very beautiful. This was a mother that I was missing for all this time. But I mean, the only true way to test a person is time, and that's why time is the greatest teacher, the greatest experience. Because with time, the woman changed, and her clothes really came out true. So she stopped paying my tuition fees in the expensive school. I remember at some point she was even lamenting as to why she took me in. So anytime I would blunder and make a very small mistake, it will be a very big deal, the host, because every time she will keep on reminding me that I'm on borrowed time. Yeah, it's like I'm on borrowed. It's like you're staying here for a very short period of time. She used to remind me and make it very clear so that I remember, so that I don't stay
Do you know what changed from the
comfortable.
first time? Or
I think I don't know. The only best person to explain this is a mother. I don't know.
okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I don't know what changes, but maybe on my side, maybe if I take a negative and a positive, maybe she felt overwhelmed by the responsibilities. Maybe that
Okay.
she's not alive
Maybe.
to
Yeah.
defend herself.
Maybe she didn't know what
Yeah,
she was taking on.
yeah, but it really came out clear when she suffered a kidney problem. So she used to attend kidney dialysis, those treatments and stuff. And at a certain point, we lost her. She died. And remember, she was a widow. So we were left in the hands of her eldest child, the daughter. She was called Phyllis. And I remember the daughter at some point had to leave school and take care of her son. I would remain home, do the household duties, house chores, take care of the son, change the pampers, the diapers, wash the clothes, and do all sorts of things a woman would do at home. So I was that. I remember there was a time I would, because she had this small, you see the way people are in an office, and in that office there's a building where one person has decided to rent it out as a hotel. So she cooks some mandazis, some chapatis. Yeah, so I would wake up very early in the morning to cook these things. Uh, it was very devastating for me, because you can imagine, others are in school and you're not. His son, the one we used to go to school with, he was in school, but I was not going to school. So it came to a point where everybody wondered where it was almost for a term I was not going to school, and I really used to be a performer. So our class teacher, together with the students, arranged something small for me. So they came and visited me at my home setting.
Oh, that's really nice of them.
Yes, at a place called Dagoretti, that is Wanye. So they came, they visited me, they brought me things, goodies. I was happy because for once I had a sense of belonging, having this group of people
It's
thinking
always,
about
yeah,
me. Yes.
you feel cared.
There's no moment that I was joyous than that, because it had been a long time since I felt that. So they asked me what was wrong and stuff. I was very afraid to say why I was not going to school, because I thought if I said it, that would be the end of me living in that
House.
auntie's
Yeah.
home. But I said it anyway. I said it, and they chipped in. So the teacher chipped in and talked to my cousin, the daughter who I was left with, and she told her that this boy Kelvin really needs to go to school. Otherwise, he'll miss a lot. So my cousin agreed to it, but she started complaining that she's not well off, she cannot be able to pay for my tuition fees and stuff. So the teacher phone called my director and the director of the school. I'm forgetting his name, but the school was Mema School. It was a group of school. So the director told me that I should go and we talk this out. So the director decided that I should school without paying anything.
Okay.
And that's how I actually was able to finish my primary education.
Oh, bless him.
Yes. Bless them really where they are. Yeah. But I think God uses people as destiny connectors. He just starts somebody who is meant to connect you to something. And immediately that purpose is done, you somehow disconnect from that person.
It's true. It's
Yes.
true. And then you even wonder. And now we're sitting here and remembering the director, right?
Who would have known?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So from there, having a house and then finishing your primary, how did you get to the streets? That's what my question is.
Yeah, so immediately after I finished, you see, there's a period where you wait for the results to come out. And it took a really long time. So before joining, because you wait for a period of about an year, because you do your class 8s at September, August. So you have to wait. Next year is when they or later in December is when they announce the results. So I remember I stayed with my cousin, and it seems that she had heard enough of me. So as we were waiting, she just told me that I should go and stay with my grandmother where I came from.
Okay.
So she just told me, you go out and go to your grandmother. So it was really difficult for me because the how was not clear. She was not giving me fare. I don't know how to get to Eldoret. She was not really providing solutions to what she was telling me to do.
And you're still young at
Yes,
this time.
yes,
You
yes.
just finished primary.
Yeah, so she made it serious by taking my clothes and telling me that you should move out. I should not find you in this house
Okay.
today. So the only way that I knew I could fend for myself is what I would see. So I would see these street boys collect plastics, fill them in bags, and weigh them. And from the money that you get from collecting them is how
You feed yourself.
So I decided I will do this until I get my fare. So I never took my clothes. I just left them where she placed them because I thought I would do this and come back. And she was not serious and stuff. I didn't think she was serious. So I went on, I did it. I looked for a sack and I started doing it. So by the time it's nightfall, you are in another town. So you cannot be able to go back to. So that's how I started my street life.
So you just sleep
I
wherever you
just left,
find.
yeah, because you can imagine you started collecting plastics from here, Kangemi, Uthiru. So by the time it's nightfall, maybe you are in you're far off or Kino, so you
Yeah.
will not come back.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you'll find a place to sleep.
Okay.
No one is willing to welcome you. So you really have to fight for a space out in the streets. That's how I realized that you see these street children out, but in the dark they really fight for the warm spaces at night. So every corridor you see, it has a person behind it. Uh, somebody owns that space literally. In terms of when the bees and buzz is out, there's somebody who will come there with a group. So you used to survive in the streets with mobs. So every
Okay.
cluster, every area you go, you must fix yourself in a mob so that they're able to
Provide.
protect you and
Protect you.
protect you,
Okay.
especially from others.
Yes.
Because you will find other people from other places come to your town and they want to come and collect things in you. So you'll prevent. The only way to prevent them off is by fighting them off.
Yeah.
So I slept just like that, going until the next day. I went back to where. My cousin was not amazed why I never came back. In fact, she wondered that I had decided to go. So I came back and said, no, no. So yesterday, no, I don't want to hear your. I don't want to know where you are. Please pick your things. I don't want to see you ever again. So that was very heartbreaking. I didn't have a phone. I don't know anyone I can speak to. So I decided to resume my life of collecting plastics.
Because
So
that's
yes,
what you
yes,
knew
yes,
now.
yeah. So later on, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, until I've turned out into something that you can really change a lot just by being in the streets. You
I can't even begin to imagine. Like I can't even
Yeah, it's
begin to
not easy. It's not
imagine
easy.
what it must have been like.
You walked out with very good clothes. By the time you hit your second month, your shirt is gone. Somebody, two, three people fought you off and they stole your shirt. Your shoes, because you had good shoes, they came, they beat you up, they steal
Took
your
the
shoes. Yeah, so that's how you start surviving. So I met with a group of people who actually at some point in my life, I indulged myself into drugs and substances abuse. And
because
yeah,
yeah, there's nothing else, right? You're fighting for your life at this time. So if these drugs can make you forget all this pain and sorrow, you'll take it. Anybody will take it. I'll take it.
and mostly it comes in the form of forgetting hunger. So hunger is the greatest problem because mostly when you're in the streets, you don't find access to decent food. There is no one who will place a very good plate of very good food outside for you to come and yeah. So you really have to fight also for these things. So one way to forget hunger in the streets is there's a certain thing they would call a musi. Musi, Musyi. So musi. So it's a sponge with jet fuel.
Oh,
Yeah. So that jet fuel, it costs around about 250 shillings.
where would you even get jet fuel
No,
on a
this is how it
sponge?
works.
Okay.
So they are distributors of that, and they are
Oh,
known.
okay.
So you take money, you collect money, you pool money together as a team, and then you're given a very big sponge
Then you
dipped in jet fuel, and then you cut. So how you do it? The only way to take some time with it is to store it properly. So keep it away from sun so that it does not evaporate.
Oh
So
wow.
how you will keep it? If you've seen, I bet you've seen these street guys having something
Yes, yes.
or underneath there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only way you preserve it. You look for a bottle, and then the small piece that is cut to you.
So it's not glue.
No,
I
so there's
always
glue.
thought it was glue.
There's glue and there's jet fuel.
Okay.
Different purposes.
Okay.
I'll come to the glue. So for the jet fuel, so you find a plastic container, fix it in, and then you sniff it.
Oh.
You sniff it, just 3, 4 sniffs, and then the sponge is out of that. I mean, you sniff it more than 5 times, and you will not feel it again.
Oh.
So how that works? Immediately you sniff it. After 30 minutes, you somehow switch off from the real you. So you forget that there is hunger, there is thirst, all those amenities that the body needs. You forget, and you exist. You just exist like a zombie.
And do you have any emotions like
You will not have emotions in
no?
that. Yeah, that I think that helps you eliminate. I mean, it's not helping,
Yeah.
But it prevents you from, it's like detaches you from the physical world.
Ah,
So that's why most of these guys, you find them and they are somehow, somebody is in a certain posture for even 3, 4, 5 hours.
it's like they're zoned out from
Yes, 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 yes,
everything.
yes. You forget everything.
It helps you switch off.
It detaches you from completely from the physical world.
Okay.
You don't have thoughts, you don't think, you're just like there, like a statue.
Okay, so you've gone through all this.
Yes, I have.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What happened? You're sitting here with me, you've turned your life around. That means something happened that got you out of that life.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, what happened?
Uh, I mean, it's so first. It comes. It starts. Change begins with yourself. So if you're in your normal self, or if you, I don't know how to term this, but sometimes I would sit by myself and I would have that small voice talking to me, telling me that there is more to you than this. Actually, that was very loud.
That
Of
is,
all
you
the,
know, that was still there. Like
yes,
after
yes,
going
yes,
through
yes,
this,
yes,
sometimes, it dims and you
it
can
was still
not
there.
even hear it.
It was still there, that there is more to you than this. And sometimes that hope, as I was sharing, it comes in a stranger smile. Just a stranger smiles at you. A stranger gives you some food. I mean, at least that makes you feel that somebody out there acknowledges my presence. Because if there is one thing that majorly that everybody is suffering from, let alone the people in the streets, the people, it's lack of love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mostly I will feel everybody, my presence is not wanted by anyone. So if there was somebody who will make me feel wanted, that in itself is hope. So I remember there was this instance where there was a woman and she had 2 daughters just around Jivanji Gardens in town. And around there you have very many places with chicken chips, very many outlets offering fries and chicken. Yeah. So we'll wait, just wait. So there was this woman who had kids, and I don't know what the kids saw in me. So yeah, so the kid, one of the kids, the boy came to me and he started asking me, why is my face black? I would apply, everybody applies in the streets, everybody applies oil into their faces. It's one way to avoid pests, parasites like mosquitoes. Secondly, also one way to hide your identity in the streets. When you apply the oil in your face, nobody will know who you are.
Yeah.
Totally. And that leads also to belong, because everybody is doing the same. So if you don't do it, you look the odd one out.
There's a different kind of peer
Yes.
pressure on the street as well.
So the boy came and he asked me why was my face black. Like you look at that boy, he's very curious, very innocent, and he really wants to know the answer to that question. So you tell them, ni uchafu, it's that. No, but this is a lot of that. No? So out of that, the mother, she was busy paying for her bills, for the food. So she realized that the son is not there. So she saw the son talking to me. Kuja.
Yeah.
Unaongea, come. So instead of letting the son go by himself, I took the son to the mother. And that woman bought me chicken and fries.
Oh.
That was the best feeling I ever had. Yeah.
But you also showed kindness because you took the son.
I mean, this
Because,
was...
there's a certain perception everybody has about people on the street, that they're there to harm, snatch, take whatever, or harass, right? But today, you sharing, I think, has opened my eyes to the other side of it as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just my intention was to not really get anything from them, but just to I really loved the son, because he's just curious, very
Yeah,
innocent,
very innocent.
wondering why my face is black. He does not see the struggle.
Yeah.
So me taking the son, the woman responded by buying me food, and this was the nicest food I had had in a long time. So I never even took it from there. So it was wrapped very well. So I would not want to eat this close to any one of my friends around then, because I will not eat it. Everybody would want a piece of. So this was my small perfect gift. So I would go and find a very discreet place to feed on this, and I remember I will take very small bites of the fries so that they don't end.
Yeah, you're savoring
Yeah,
it.
I'm savoring it so that, because I don't want to take everything once. And I actually stayed with them for 3 days.
Wow.
Yes, yes. I was taking a small bite of the chicken, putting it back, putting it somewhere close.
Oh
I
my
want to take
God.
another bite. I'm like, I don't know. I will not take another bite now. I'll wait. Yes.
I can imagine. Because you don't know if you're going to get your next meal or not.
Another good, decent meal like
Yeah.
that. Because mostly you will fight for the dustbin. And this is how I realize this is how these people live. So you see, like in town, every supermarket, every eatery, it is linked to these people. So they are like the way of disposing food. Instead of like just taking a lot of food and throwing it and it becoming a menace into the environment, so they have people. So there are days. For instance, there are certain supermarkets that had days like Thursdays and Sundays.
They'll give to.
Yeah, and it's not good.
people.
This is bread that has it's
Mold.
after expire. Yes, so you just find some pieces of it that have not. They don't have
Molded.
mold.
Then you
Yeah, so that's how you. So most of these people, most of all these outlets have those kind of people who are waiting for. So to us, it was food. Yeah, to them, it's a way of disposing without causing any big, I mean, without causing an alarm into them. Because you can imagine this nice place you guys have, and then somebody throws out food in bulk, everybody will complain.
Exactly.
Yeah, but now you have people taking care of the mess, and they are not even charging you. So
This is really making me
Yes, yes,
question
yes.
a lot of things in life.
yeah, and it's good. At least
Yeah.
life. You live life by connecting the dots after you've lived the life. So mostly when you're in that life, you would not be able to see how that step led to this step, led to this step. But when you pass that, you can look back and you can start
Yeah,
connecting.
but how did you get out of this life? Because
So there was this group of people that would come to the streets, especially during big celebrations like Madaraka Day, Christmas. So this was a group of well-wishers. It was a family-based organization based in the UK. They would come and cook for us, give us T-shirts. So it was called Please Pass the Bread Family.
okay.
So I remember that time, I can't recall which celebration it was, but they came, they cooked chapatis, rice, pilaus, and it was all there. So when we were about to be served, they said they gathered us at Jivanji Gardens. They gathered us together, and then they told us, one of you should volunteer to pray. And no one was coming out. So I decided, why should I? So that we finish this as fast as possible.
Get the food.
Yeah, so I woke up and I prayed in English. Thank you, God, for this food. Bless it before we take it. Provide for the ones who do not have, and continue providing for us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And somebody was just gazing at me. After the food, that lady wanted to see me. So the lady came together with another man. I don't recall their names. What I can remember is that they had T-shirts. Please pass the bread with that. Yeah, that was the organization's name. And they wanted to know my story. So how is it that you can speak, you can pray in English and you're in the streets? What happened? What is your story?
Yeah.
So we shared. So they took about 3 boys and 3 girls. So everybody was told to get a guardian. Either you go to your chief, you go to your, just get somebody who can stand on your behalf.
Okay.
So for me, I will not go to my cousin's place. So I went to the chief at Kawangware. I remember that chief used to know me because before that, I mean, there's something that I missed out. I remember. So before just joining the streets, immediately after I left my cousin's home, there's an auntie that was living around. She was in Kawangware. So she took me in for 1 week, just for 1 week, and she told me it's only for 1 week. She was not well off. She was also in very deplorable state. So she told me, it was very clear with her, I'm only hosting you for a week, and then from that, please find your way.
Okay.
Yes. So in that moment, she had a school, It was in Kawangware, a place called BP. The school was Gladway Center School. So the school was somehow like an NGCBO, like supporting all the children around that community that cannot go to school. You guys come and go to school here. And then the same people who will cook for us, they were funding very many projects like that in terms of giving food.
Okay.
So that auntie gave me the chief. She will not want to be part of, those people who want nothing but their own life. They don't want to be bothered with.
Yeah, yeah. Because even their own life is
Yes.
hard.
So the chief was informed. So they told us to. So these guys were cooking for us. It was on a Sunday. So they told us to, on Monday, we should, the same place that they offered food, you come with your guardian. And they were very serious about it. They were waiting for us. So the chief were given money. So the 3 boys, 3 girls, everybody came with a guardian. And that's how you know that these guys can actually come out of the streets. Most street people don't deserve to be there. They have families. Most people have families. It's just that there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah. So they were given money. They were told to buy us nice clothes and stuff, a t-shirt, a trouser, shoe. And we were invited for a breakfast meeting at Weston Hotel, Langata. So everybody was told, every guardian was told, so a letter was written, was drafted to the school. So we went back I had to go back with my chief to the school so that I get my results. Remember, I had done my KCPE, but I had never even known what marks I had. I was never bothered with that. So I had 328 marks. My aim was to get 400 marks so that I qualify for a Wings to Fly. But that was not God's plan.
Okay.
So they were told to get the results and then go to the schools that I was called to. The school that will admit me will allow them to admit me. They should compile all the tuition fees for the 4 years.
Oh.
And then come back to the meeting.
Okay.
In 2 days' time.
Okay.
So they did that. So now I'm not living in the streets. Now I'm partially living with this chief because now he's taking care of me and he's being paid to do so.
Oh, and your school fees and everything looks like...
Yes, so there's a hope.
Okay.
So I had about 4 schools that wanted me to be part of them. So I went to Moranga school. There was a school called Koimbi. So we went with the head teacher. So with the chief. So the principal said that we really have to have at least a representative from your family. Yeah, so I really had to again call my aunt, and she was not willing to come at all. So she had to be given fare, transport, and all that, so that she comes. We waited for her. She came at about 4, but the principal was very patient. So she came and she affirmed that this was a case that, yeah. So the principal did that and gave the letter back to the chief. So we went back. So the chief now followed up with the guys who had decided the organization.
So did you get the...
Yes.
Oh, wow.
4 year scholarship for the 4 years.
Amazing. And you studied?
Yes, and I studied.
Okay.
But now the challenge was transport. Remember, that was a boarding school, so there's shopping. No one to cater for that. They will not cater. They only cater.
So this was only tuition.
Tuition.
Okay.
So there's transport, there's pocket money. So all those fees I had to do it by myself.
So how were you doing that?
So I was admitted without shopping.
Okay.
In fact, I remember the box that I was given. Somebody donated to me. So, but within that time frame, my principal was giving me those essential needs like soap, some sugar. I would get it from the matron with the principal's word.
Okay.
So how I would support myself, I would work very hard. My school would reward anyone who had gotten a B and above in every subject.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So if you have a B, from B minus, it's 1,000 shillings. Like that. So
it's a good incentive.
Yes. So I'll make sure all the subjects I have that. So by the time we finish, you find that I have about 8,000, 10,000 shillings and I'm in high school. And there are parents who, because they know my story, you're given 1,000 shillings, a parent comes and then gives something to you. Like that. So I had to look for a house. My chief really played a very huge role in that because he went on and spoke to one of the members of the community in Kawangware and told them to give me a
A little place.
Just a place that I remember I used to rent it at 300 shillings.
Oh.
Yeah.
So at least you have shelter, you have a bit of
Yes.
food.
But the
You,
one catering for all this, even the chief will
yes,
not get his own money. And remember, people have a lot of responsibilities, and it's
yes.
very difficult for people to take another person's problem as theirs.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it was difficult because not all moments I would get the 8,000. Yeah, it was once in a, because remember they only reward once per year. When you're closing the year, when they've brought all the parents and yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
have to, you
so the
can't
other
live
days
the
you
whole
have to.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember I stayed for 4 months without paying my rent, without the landlord knowing. I would, the hinges to the door, I would cut them, and then I would take the door out, and then when I'm inside, I take it in. So for 4 months, they did not know that I was living there, but I used to. I was only set up by a radio. So the lights had gone off, and I forgot to switch on the radio. I had to switch off the radio. So the lights came and the radio was on. So that noise informed everybody else that
That you are there.
this guy must be there. We've never had this. So later on, they realized there's some discrepancies with the hinges.
But
Of course,
life teaches you. Life teaches you how to survive,
yes,
right?
yes. He was furious, but he understood me. And I think God just gave him, I don't know, he was just blinded and he never followed up up to us. Yeah, so I remember it was so difficult. I was 4 months behind rent. So he just told me, you come, finish your school and move out.
Yeah.
Don't pay me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'll reward him by my small actions like slashing his grass when I'm home.
Doing some
Yeah,
jobs,
doing
chores.
something that he necessarily doesn't have to give me, but I
Okay.
just do them out of compassionate, and I just want him to know that I'm a responsible person.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm appreciating what
What
he has
he's,
done.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that also from your side, you've shown a lot of kindness, compassion over the years, and to these people who've helped you. So I feel like karma. I really believe in karma. Yeah. So I think whatever the little kindness you did, it came back to you tenfold.
I think so. And also, later on, after sitting now back, I realized that all this kindness trickled down from the fact that I didn't have a mom. I have a lot of love to give.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, honestly, I have a lot of love to give because I never had an opportunity to share it.
With your mom.
Yeah, with my so. I think that kindness sprouts from that.
I have to agree with you, and also that the prayer that you were able to say, you must have learned it somewhere in your school or your father, or you said your father had to travel a lot, but also the times he was there, I'm sure he did something right in raising you.
At that point, you will not understand. You will not know what is doing right, what is doing wrong.
No, but
because
your foundation
but
also.
he was love. I will feel the love.
Yeah.
And then the prayer,
Yeah.
it came out of repetition. In school, in school, the way before you pray, before you eat, you have to pray.
Yeah.
So that had already,
It sticks.
yeah, that had already stuck in my mind. So it was very automatic.
Yeah.
For me, it was more of praying so that we feed on this food. Because it was smelling for 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
By
They're
then,
not serving.
you're already.
Yes. They have offered us a time for somebody to come and volunteer to pray. No one is volunteering. So I just had to stand out.
Every
this
second,
moment.
yeah,
Yes. It's precious time
Yes.
wasted on this delicious food. So that's how I did it.
Okay.
But my father really played a very big role because he brought us up in a faith-based background. So I think that has played a very great role into the person that I've become. Secondly,
I have to believe that. Yes. Yeah.
He showed me at a very I will not know then, but he showed me what responsibility is. I will see. At this age, I can remember my father. I don't know how to call this. You see this thing that is used to carry children.
Yeah. The blanket.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. No, the way you can
carry at the back.
Is it a carrier? But he used to carry me. I can't remember if it was a carrier or I don't know. But I remember those moments where he would carry me.
The shuka that you just tied.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that moment he would carry me do some calls with me. So that was very clear. So I think that also, he was also a very good role model in terms of what a father should be, now that I'm a father. Yeah, so my father really set up my foundation.
Maybe that little voice in your head was him telling you
Yes,
you're more than what
definitely,
you.
definitely. He's the only person that was with me uh, when I needed him, when he was alive.
Yeah.
He was really there for me. He would never want me to lack. I remember I used to love watches a lot. I didn't know why, but he would just find his way of, even if he did, he was not in a position of getting it then, but he would just find a very innovative way to tell me that it's not today, but you'll have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so now let's come back to you finishing your
Yes.
studies. So what happened after that?
So after immediately I finished my studies, that is Form 4, in Moranga, so because I was in boarding school. In fact, before that, you see when people break for half term, when you close, I was like, why should we break? Because everybody is so excited about going home. I'm not. So midterm, I will stay with some of my friends. I will go to some of my friends because it's for 3 days.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for me, going, coming back. So my principal would speak to one of the parents who would take me in together with their kids, and we'll stay, do the course together like that for 3, and then go back to school.
Okay.
Just around the school. But now, sorry for that. Later on, after finishing school, I went back to the same house, small house that I was renting. And remember, I was given a timeline. Immediately you finish school, you need to go. So I had to look for a manual job so that I get money to go back to Eldoret, to my shosho's place, mother to my father.
Okay.
Yeah, as we wait for the results and stuff.
Yes.
So I will do some construction jobs, and then I got enough money. I got about 700 shillings, and that's why I went back to my shosho. So my shosho was very happy. In fact, I remember one time she came to visit me with shoes that are not alike. She was very old, but she loved me. She came once to our school, and somebody came. Hey, the students were. Who is that person who has worn
different shoes?
Different shoes. It's my shosh. So I wondered, how did she know where I am?
And how did she make her way?
Come?
Yeah.
Even in the time of my initiation, let me take you just. I remember when immediately after school, there was no one who was willing to contribute money for my initiation process. So for us, we do it mostly after class 8. Yeah. So one person in the community chipped in, and they took me together with their son to that process. My shosh was the only one who came back after that for me.
Oh wow.
So she's been there.
So you knew, okay.
Yes,
Going back,
I knew. She'll welcome me, definitely. Yeah, I had a home there.
It's going to make her happy.
Yes.
Okay.
So I went back as I wait. So I never got an opportunity to further my studies from that high school.
Okay.
Yeah, but of course, that does not mean that I was not learning. It's just that what is your interpretation of learning? So I've been immersing myself in a lot. So I went to my shosh, stayed with her, helped her wherever she needed my help, until they were formally replaced. You know, there were these people who were affected by the 207, 208 post-election violence. So most people from Eldoret were replaced at a place called Mahiu, Governor. It's about 4 kilometers from my Mahiu town. So they were each given a 50 by 100 plot.
Okay.
And a permanent house was constructed, 3-roomed, not just for my shosh, but for everyone from Eldoret who was affected. This came with Uhuru's government. Who was affected was replaced there.
And it actually happened.
Yeah, it happened. Okay. It happened. Something that exists. So we moved from Eldoret. We came back to Governor.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I'm there, I'm like, I need to get out of my shosho's place. I can see her struggle, and I remember one fun bit of it. We were living with my cousin and my shosho. So we used to work, and then on Saturday we'll give my shosh some money. Maybe I give her 1,000 shillings. My cousin gives her 1,000 shillings. Then she does shopping. So my shosh was I don't know. I don't want to call her a weirdo, but she will take that money. We know that she has gone to the market, but instead of going to the market, I don't know what was in her head. She would take a car, go back to Eldoret.
Oh.
So we are like in the evening waiting for Shosh to come with supper, come with tomatoes, onions. We are wondering where she went. All day she's not been. So we try to look for a phone and call her. And
She's
we
in
are,
Eldoret.
I'm in Eldoret. I'm even with so and so. She forgot that we were waiting for her to eat. So we had such moments with my
Wow.
Shosh. So
But also the way they must have left from there, I don't think they got to like get closure or say goodbye. And for her, that is home, yeah?
yeah, it's home. Plus, she was old, and I think everybody gets to these moments where I don't know how will I can scientifically term it,
See,
but how maybe you have a word for this.
a lot of people go through dementia or Alzheimer's, where
Yes, yes, yes,
where you remember the things from the past,
yes.
but you don't remember like
Now,
today or now or
and they look very real.
yeah,
So the reason of her going, so we will have those moments.
yeah.
We send her for something, or
And
she
she goes
goes.
to Eldoret.
Yeah, she's not even prepared. She's not even washed. She just goes.
Yeah,
So it came to a point where we really needed to take care of her. If she leaves the house, she has to be accompanied by somebody.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what it.
But now life was very boring in my shosh, and I needed to venture it out by myself. So that's how I actually got out from my shosh. And since I had the prior experience of living alone,
Yes.
I decided to just move out a little bit and find life on my own.
Okay, I'm really interested. How did you get into hiking?
So hiking, it was by mistake. I will not say it's something that is planned.
Okay.
I didn't know even what hiking is all about. So I was a member of a community-based organization called KENVO, Kijabe Environmental Volunteer. So it deals with matters conservation of the Kikuyu escarpment forests. So the Kikuyu escarpment forests are the forests surrounding the Aberdares ecosystem. So they deal with preserving its natural, just trying to bring it back to its natural states.
Okay.
So as I was doing this, I was involved in a lot of tree planting drives. So we'll go into the forest, plant trees as volunteerism,
Okay.
plant trees. And then later on, after that, after you've gathered, because there are many stakeholders who have come, banks, and so the director, I remember the director would, you see this keynote delivery, like a thank you speech or something.
Yes.
And he would say that you should be willing to plant a tree whose shade you not enjoy. I mean, those words were very clear to me. You should be willing to plant a tree. So this tree that you've planted, most probably you'll never even come to see it in its very big full form. But you do it for the sake of other generations that are coming. Yeah. So that clicked somewhere. So also, as I was taking care of the environment, I was destroying it in another way.
How?
I was involved in, so there are these fire splits.
Oh.
I don't know how to call them, but people use them to light their jikos. They come from the pine trees. So look for the old stumps, cut them, and then split them.
Yeah.
So as I was doing this, and as he was saying that,
You also do.
yeah. So I was like, I'm in a conflicting. I need to change. I need either to stay on this side
or on this
side. So I decided to be on this side.
Okay.
I realized that people really wanted to know more about where they are, especially the environment. You take somebody in the forest, even those people that would go in, somebody will start, what type of tree is this? What did people in the traditional, how did people use it as a traditional medicine? Yeah. And I realized that there's a huge gap for anyone giving the responses to this type of people.
Okay.
So I decided to immerse myself intentionally into knowing these things.
So
KENVO, it's also a resource center.
Okay.
They have a lot of books. They have Wi-Fi. You can just come and access all this, provided you don't go with them.
Okay.
So I decided to intentionally do it.
Read books
and
do
stuff.
some research.
So every day I gave myself 2 trees. I must know 2 trees. Their scientific name, their English names.
Yeah,
I remember. Traditional, yes.
I remember on one of our hikes, you just told us a scientific. I'm like, how do you
yeah,
know this?
Yeah, and their medicinal uses. And then After doing it, as we are doing the tree planting drives again, because there are many, and I'm trying to tell people this, I realize that people don't want that. Yeah, people don't want to be filled with a lot of, like you're in a class.
Yeah.
No, people want something different. People want to know and enjoy at the same time. So I really had to find a balance. So it took a lot of time. And I fell in love with what I was doing. Uh, and I realized that I actually love doing this. I actually love me explaining things to people and people listening. It gives me a certain form of fulfillment.
Yeah.
So I decided to perfect it. So I went deeper and researched on when I'm supposed to talk, how I'm supposed to talk.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it. And when I'm supposed to talk, how I'm supposed to talk, all this.
Oh, wow.
And
And
in the tree drives, I'm not hiking
yes,
yet.
yeah.
So as we are hiking, some people would come repetitive. Certain clients, companies came to plant trees. They are coming back another this year. So we'll meet people who know me. So when I explained it to now this person who knew me without knowing these things, they will note a difference. That is very good of you. Actually, have you ever tried taking people around and showing them and telling them these things? You mean that is actually a job, taking people. I mean, okay, I'll try it. So I didn't have that platform. Somebody by the name Steve, who is my mentor to this industry. So I called him one day, hey, Steve, are you okay? You know me, we've been planting trees together. If you have some form of job that pertains going to the forest, and because I see you with a lot of different people posting, please hook me up. I don't need to be paid. I just need to know. Okay, so let me see if I can. This weekend, I have a group of Strathmore students coming up. Just come and help. So I started as helping in the bags. You see, the way you can come in just to help clients with their bags.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I would watch him do it.
How he
Yeah.
talks, what he
And then I
says.
realized there's also a very big gap.
Okay.
He's not doing what I would do.
Yeah.
And people want to know.
But again, any job, I would do it differently. You would do it differently, right?
Yeah. So I learned. Saw the market gap. Some people started approaching me personally. I mean, this is after doing it more than 1-2 years without getting
Paid.
any form of good income from it.
Okay.
So some people started up after an year, actually, an year plus, some people started approaching me. Hey, Kelvin, we met in blah, 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 blah. Can you please, I want to go back to the same place.
Can you organize?
But yes, I can't organize, but I can take you. So if
How much will it be?
Yeah, how much? I don't even know how to
price
myself. You just come, we'll discuss.
Oh.
If you see I'm worth your money, you give me what you think it's. So I didn't have a standard way of charging my clients. So like that, I will take it. And then later on, after refining, some people, no, but Kelvin, no, you need to come up with a very systemized way of pricing yourself. I mean, you're very good. You're giving very good service. Have you ever tried blah, blah, blah? So I did my homework. So most of the times, just to cut a long story short, it is the challenges, being challenged, and then I take that challenge seriously and go back, do my homework, and then come out as a different person from how I used to be. And also, I believed that I'm not only guiding people into the forest, but also I'm creating a path that has never been created before. I mean, if I look at where I live, no one is a guide.
Okay.
No one even knows that they can actually earn an income from that.
Oh, wow.
I mean, something very different.
Yes.
You tell a person that all you do is that, and they are like, really?
People pay you for that?
So,
but what you do is really hard,
yes,
let me tell you.
It is.
And
but I never see it that way.
But from a client's perspective, because
Yes.
now I've gone on a few hikes with you, there's that attention, like, the last hike we did, 7 Ponds.
Yes.
I am sliding there, and then the little things that you teach me, and then you run up and down, making sure that first person and the last person, everybody is taken care of. And then you're not only like just helping, you're showing us. And I think that care that, everybody finishes, everybody's together. it's different. It's different, and I don't see it with a lot of guides. So there is something amazing that you have created and that you bring to the hikes.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
that. You are the second person telling me this.
Only second. I thought a lot of
I mean, they
people
say
would.
it, but they
Yeah.
don't say it directly.
Okay.
They say it to the most of the times. I've shunned away from. Okay, I don't know how to phrase this, but I shun away from accolades too soon.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the group that you hike with, Tipo Trekkers. So the person who tells me this is like Maggie, and most of the times because I'm used to her, so she
Yes.
doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Kelvin, I see you. So she doesn't break it out.
Yes.
Unless you now get a private experience like the one we had with you, and now you personally share.
Yes.
Otherwise, I don't ask.
Okay.
I don't ask, but it comes out. You see in
Also,
their satisfaction.
yeah, and
Yes.
also when the person books with you the next time, you know that they'd enjoyed, right?
Yes. They say happy customers always come back with
Yes.
their friends.
And I believe I'm the first one to say it on air.
Which makes it even interesting. Yes.
Okay, cool. I wanted to ask you, now that you're a guide and, you know, I feel like when you can openly share about your past and the traumas you've gone through, that means there's some healing that you've done
Yes.
or some healing that has, happened.
Yes.
So that now that you've gone through that journey and everything, if you were to say something to that child who was lost or scared, your younger self, what would you tell him?
I will tell him to not dim his voice, to know that he's important, that he needs to push on, hold on, and just create something meaningful out of the experience that he is going through. Because I believe one day this world will need him. And surely he needs him. It needs him.
And that's a very beautiful
Yeah.
message.
So my message is not coming from a point of regret. There's nothing that I went through that I regret about. Actually, I used to regret about. But after coming across a quote from Winston Churchill that states, experiences are not the things that happen to a man. It is what a man does with what happens to him.
Oh, wow, that's really powerful.
That changed everything.
Yeah.
That changed my perspective to the world. That changed my reception to everything that happens to you from the world. And again, life does not happen at you. Life happens for you.
That is so beautiful because you're not the first guest on this podcast to say that. And everybody who's hit their rock bottom, gone through, their worst moments that are worst for them, when they've made it, when they have turned their story around, when they have healed their trauma, when they have made something of themselves, they know that when life was happening to me, I was suffering. And then they change that to now when life is happening for you. So you're no longer the victim.
Yeah, you are the victor.
You're yes.
Yes. And you're learning, and every day you get to realize something about you that you didn't know exist.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of life. Every day.
Yes.
If you're conscious enough, if you're keen enough, if you're observant enough, you get to know a bit of you that you didn't know exist. Wow. So actually, sometime in your life, you have to get to some point and you turn everything that is going towards you, every wrong thing that is happening to you. At some point in your life, you need to stop. Just be still. Look at everything that is going through in your life, whether it's good or bad, and actually get to this point where you can reflect and ask yourself, what really is life trying to teach me? Because every experience is a lesson from life.
It's happening, yeah, it's for you.
And interestingly, if you don't learn from it, life has a way of bringing you back.
Teach you.
It might be a different experience, but the same
until you learn. Yeah, that's awesome. Now I know where all those fancy quotes on the hikes are coming from, Kelvin.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hosting me. This has been a very great experience for me. I've never sat down and decided to rewrite my story. But these opportunities help me uh, get the pictures together.
Yeah,
And it's very good. And one thing before we end this, there's one thing that I'm doing towards that person that is down there, that person who is still in the same place that I was,
yes,
that person who is going through a difficult situation, maybe a different circumstance, but a difficult situation. I have something for them. Currently, I'm in the process of writing a book. It's a guide to the path of self-discovery.
okay,
It's about answering 4 major questions of life. I wanted to keep it very short because I know people don't want to read. Yeah, so I'm keeping it, I want to keep, without diluting it.
but if it's an interesting story like yours, people will read.
I'd rather release it in volumes, but people don't want to read.
Okay.
Most people don't want to read, but
Okay.
people will read, but the bigger percentage that you want this message to get to, they are not readers.
Okay.
So it's about 4 questions. So the
Yes.
first question is, who are you apart from your name? And there's a quote that helps you extrapolate on that. It was written by a priest called John Powers. It's called, if you work hard and long enough into understanding yourself, you discover that the vast part of your mind is that which you have very little awareness of. So who are you apart from your name? It's like going through the different layers of you until you get to your true self. So the second question is, what do you want with your life? Really, have you ever sat down and asked yourself what you want with your life? So that's a good question. What do you want it? Because to get to see another day is a gift to you from God.
Yes.
But how you use it is your gift to God. That question, why do you want it? And there's a book I once came across. It's called 8 Levels of Why. I can't recall the writer. So I've also merged that into the book. So the 8 Levels of Why talks of you going through the 8 levels of why, asking yourself why. Why do you need to go to, why do you need to wake up today and go to your job? Because you need blah, blah, blah. So you ask yourself,
A lot of whys. Why do you need to do what you need to do?
Eight. I don't know why they specifically went for the number 8, but it works. It helps.
Okay.
And then the last one, how will you get it? Again, there's a tool. I have very many things tool. It's a tool called V2MOM. So
Okay.
the first V stands for vision. What is this picture that you see when you've closed your eyes? V, what are these values that you need to get, or these values that you need to acquire for this vision to become a reality for you? And the first M, what is this method that you're going to apply? What you want to do, somebody else out there has done it. It's not new. So you just need to, it's as simple as watching 100 videos on YouTube of the same things.
Yes.
100 different videos of the same thing.
Putting
but
in
from
the
different
time,
purpose.
yes.
Yes. Or what are some of the obstacles that you're likely to meet on your pathway to your vision? And then the last M, how are you going to measure your success? How are you going to know you're successful? It's soon coming out, and I think that's one way of actually trying just to give a glimpse of hope to that
So
person.
you've completed it, or?
I am completing it.
Okay.
So the idea is there, the concept is there. I'm in the processes of filling in the words.
Amazing.
Yes.
Wow, this episode is really a masterclass into somebody, if somebody really wants to turn their life around.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for hosting me. Thank you.